welcome students to ND's English Grammar channel on YouTube. Here for last hour preparations for CBSE class 10 social science from history, nationalism in Europe. These are the few long answer questions for the last hour preparation. I hope these will help you. What were the main features of the Treaty of Vienna? Important. The Treaty of Vienna 1815 was a peace settlement imposed on Europe by the conservative powers of Europe led by Austria, Britain, Prussia and Russia. The main features of the treaty were restoration of monarchies. The treaty restored monarchies that had been overthrown during the Napoleonic Wars. Creation of a conservative order. The treaty aimed to create conservative order in Europe where the old ruling dynasties and aristocracies would be restored to power. Redrawing the map of Europe. The treaty led to the redrawing of the map of Europe with many territories being redistributed among the great powers. Question number 2. How did the ideas of liberalism spread in Europe during 19th century? This is also very important, students. The idea of liberalism spread in Europe during 19th century through various means, including the writings of the liberal thinkers. Thinkers like John Locke, Jean-Jacques Rousseau and Jeremy Bentham wrote extensively on the principles of liberalism, which were widely read and discussed. The French Revolution. The French Revolution of 1789 to 1799 was a powerful symbol of liberal ideals, and its influence spread throughout Europe. The emergence of a liberal intelligentsia. A liberal intelligentsia emerged in Europe during the 19th century, comprising thinkers, writers, and politicians who advocated for liberal principles. Question number 3. What were the main features of the unification of Italy? The unification of Italy was a process that took place in the mid-19th century, led by figures like Giuseppe Garibaldi, Victor Emmanuel II, and Camillo di Cavour. The main features of the unification of Italy were the role of the Italian nationalist movement. The Italian nationalist movement played a crucial role in the unification of Italy, with figures like Garibaldi and Mazzini advocating for a unified Italian state. The contribution of Cavour, the Prince of Minister, Piedmont, Sardinia, played a key role in the unification of Italy, using diplomacy and military force to bring about the unification of the peninsula. The importance of the Franco-Austrian War. The Franco-Austrian War 1859 was a key event in the unification of Italy, as it led to the expulsion of the Austrian from northern Italy and paved the way for the unification of the peninsula. Question number 4. What were the main features of the unification of Germany? Important. The unification of Germany was a process that took place in the late 19th century, led by the figure like Otto von Bismarck and Kaiser Wilhelm I, and the main features of the unification of Germany were the role of Bismarck. Bismarck, the Prime Minister of Prussia, played the key role in the unification of Germany, using diplomacy and military force to bring about the unification of the German states. The importance of the Franco-Prussian War. The Franco-Prussian War from 1890 to 1891 was a key event of the unification of Germany, as it led to the defeat of France and proclamation of the German Empire. The creation of the German Empire. The German Empire was created in 1871 with Kaiser Wilhelm I as the first emperor. Now question number 5. How did the Balkans become a source of conflict in Europe in the late 19th and early 20th century? The Balkans became a source of conflict in the Europe in the late 19th century and early 20th century due to a combination of factors including the decline of the Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire, which had long controlled Balkans, was in decline, leading to a power of vacuum in the region. The rise of nationalist movement. The nationalist movements emerged in the Balkans with various ethnic groups speaking independence and self-determination. The competition for influence. The great powers of Europe, including Austria, Hungary, Germany, Russia, and Britain, competed for influence in the Balkans, leading to tensions and conflicts. Now question number 6. What were the main causes of the First World War? The main causes of the First World War were imperialism. The competition for the colonial and resource led to tension between the great powers. Nationalism. The rise of nationalist movement in Europe led to the increase in tension and conflicts. Militarism. The build-up of military forces and the glorification of war contributed to the outbreak of conflict. Alliance. The complex system of alliance between the great powers meant that a small conflict could quickly escalate into a large war. So, students, these are the few long questions from the chapter you can expect in the final. Please see for last hour preparation. I will give more. Please follow and subscribe ND's Grammar channel on YouTube. Hope for a better exam ahead. Thank you.